she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick ball on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. Gotta do as you're told, got at your stack, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
No, don't set. 73.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Look at this Buffalo defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. Throwing is Hurts. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
63. 63.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Josh Reynolds with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
It's not. For him.
Well, the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back to Stevenson on first down. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Taven Bryan with a nice play defensively.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bills at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Stevenson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jones will come now in motion right. Stevenson again. And this time he's in for a Buffalo touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option. And it costs them as this winds up the touchdown.
after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. Steps away to his left. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick 6.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Looking sideline, incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. They're going to take this to about the 10-yard line. The 13 yards that time of the 1st. Jackson. And caught by Cooper for a Bills touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, Deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. A little short pass. This is Everett running right through it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Bills. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
This 2nd and 4. Jackson now. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. He's got some room to operate. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A.J. Dillon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. McManus's point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
In motion left is Higgins. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hey, report. Report. Let's go. 180.
Jackson on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
Yo.
Jackson will throw again. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. A little short pass. This is Everett. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Going for the deep ball. Touchdown! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills just continue to roll. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, Hurts. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Throwing is Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bills are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Pitt. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Alec Pierce, 52 yards. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Moving inside the 20.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson.
Touchdown, Bills!
Gerald Everett,
a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Cam Smith. Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they're
looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hurts. That is caught,
and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Jalen Hurts
scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Hey, thumbs up, alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Second down, here's Hurts.
His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Good. Alpha. Crowd love Yanni.
But first down, Hurts.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
It's 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides